What is good, Nation? It's your boy Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the one and only AMC stock and some very important things that we need to be looking out for the future of this company. I'm also going to talk about something that we did end up predicting that ended up coming true, and something else that you really need to be looking out for AMC. Now, before I say anything about the technicals, before I talk about what I think is going to play out for tomorrow and the future of this company, I do have to mention some very important things first. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. Not only benefits me, benefits the entire ape community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you will not only qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to qualify for free real-time level 2 data for US stocks with $0 in trading commissions. So please check that out if you guys want. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So as you guys can see, AMC had a crazy run today. It actually ran very similar to that of the S&P, right? We ended up dipping down right over here. If you guys start from right here, we saw this divergence right over here from every single one of these moving averages, which was showing that we were dramatically dropping, right? We were dropping with the very short-term time frame ones. And then if we go down right here, we ended up dipping to $14.23 a share before having a very dramatic reversal to the upside. Now, I wouldn't say that this is the trend reversal, right? This is just a short-term reversal. We ended up dipping down. It's kind of like a spring action, but not necessarily like that. AMC likes to do them when we touch those very low points, showing that AMC is very undervalued, and we're getting closer to that big reversal that I have been talking about. Now, here's the thing, guys. I want to talk about something very important that you have to look out for. I'm going to use TradingView when I do this. Okay, I know that this Bollinger Band looks kind of messed up right now. I'm using the logarithmic scale, so that's why, but don't worry too much about that, okay? Look right here. I'm zooming into the chart. Okay, we had this gap. A lot of people were saying once that gap is filled, AMC would explode. Well, that's not what happened. I told you guys why I didn't see that as the truth. Let me highlight where it is. I'm going to use this right here. This gap is right here. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you guys could see it. See this gap right here? This is where people were saying, oh, once we fill that gap at around like the $1680 level, AMC would explode. That's not what I said would play out. At first, I did think that was a possibility, but I told you guys, because we dipped below that last Friday, I believe it was last Friday or Thursday, we dipped below it. I saw that as an indicator that we'd continue to dip. I told you guys we could go as low as $14. What happened today, guys? Went to 1423. Now, I'm not trying to brag and tell you guys that I'm always right. I'm often wrong about my predictions, and you guys know that. But I do want to put it out there that AMC does have a little bit of room to drop because we did start to run up, right? But then we saw this spread with these moving averages, which are indicating that we could dip a little bit more. Now, I do want to talk about this right here. We have the Fed meeting on the 25th. This is the important date. The 25th, 26th, we have Fed meetings coming out. And we also have big earnings reports coming out towards the end of the week, but the Fed meetings could definitely shake the entire market because if you look at AMC's share price, we dipped like crazy. We touched 1423, then we run up. Well, let me show you guys the S&P. Okay, this is the S&P. We dipped like crazy. We have a reversal after we touch 420. What a coincidence, guys. The S&P touches 420 and it reverses. AMC is running very similar to these big stocks. Now, I heard someone once state that AMC does not truly have a positive beta. It's running like this because market makers are moving it this way intentionally so that they think they make other institutions think that it has a positive beta. It de-incentivizes them to actually invest into AMC. You guys see what they're doing? And they're going to continue doing these crazy acts that they've been doing for as long as they can. But that doesn't mean AMC will never squeeze. It's going to squeeze, guys, in my opinion. Not financial advice, by the way, but I do see this thing running to the upside. Now, the key level of resistance is 1926, and I do think we're going to be testing that. And then once we see the big trend reversal, but let's look at this from the long-term time frame. That's why I had TradingView open. I like to use TradingView for that. So let me talk about this real quick. Hold on. I have the Bollinger Bands that are moving based on the basis of percentage. So the way it works is when we do end up touching the upper band, we see a 100%. When we go to the moving average, that would be like a 50%. Lower band would be a 0%. And it's kind of shown right here, the change in percentage. And I'm sure you guys can see a very interesting trend here based off the price action. Anytime we go to that really low level, guys, when we go down to 0%, there's going to be a big move to 100%. And there were times before anytime AMC ripped up, we'd drop really hard, then we'd have a big reversal. This is what happened in January. And I do think that the chart is kind of resembling January. I do see some similar movements, but I don't want to say it's perfect because I think cycle theories tend to not be as perfect as many people may think. I believe in fractals. Fractals basically represent the fact that we have these patterns that do repeat themselves, but they don't repeat themselves over the same time frame. And I could be wrong when I say that AMC may run every January and June, every September too, but at the same time, I just don't see it that way. And I don't want to just be so confined to the belief that, oh, we're going to explode every January, every June. Well, the market is in different circumstances during these months and during these years. So you have to look at it from a very different perspective, right? So this is AMC's chart. I know, like I said before, this balloon just kind of messed up because I'm using the logarithmic scale, but you guys get my point. This thing is just, it was running pretty sideways. And then all of a sudden we see this falling wedge. And all we're waiting for is that bottom and a sign of a trend reversal. Are we there yet? The answer is no. I don't see a sign yet that we're reversing, so to speak, which means we could continue to dip, guys. And I want you guys to be prepared for that. But I want to tell you guys one thing, and that is today when I saw AMC at 14, I threw in a lot of money into it because I know this thing is going to reverse eventually. I know eventually the shorts have to cover, and I know eventually there's going to be a big FOMO rally. It's just that we're not there yet, and you have to be patient. Because look, the same falling wedge is still, it's still respecting this pattern. It's still forming the way it was. Nothing has changed. And that's what I have for this video, guys. And this is what I think the chart's going to look like eventually, right? And when you see that trend reversal, I haven't seen a sign of it. We haven't touched the upper band quite yet. As in fact, we've been dipping pretty hard, and that's typically what happens during these big price actions. Now, I do want to look at this. That is the Fed meeting. During the Fed meeting, the Fed could announce some crazy things. That could be both maybe kind of scary for AMC for the short term because the entire market's going to take a dip, possibly, but also good because the Fed's new changes could definitely hurt the shorts. The cost to borrow money in America, the cost for these banks to lend out all this money is going to go up. And you guys know what's going to happen to these shorts that are continuing these silly games that they keep on playing. All I can say is it's going to be tough. Really, really tough to keep on playing those dirty games. So that's what I have for this one, guys. Nothing has changed, guys. I do want to be real with you, though. And that is don't be surprised if we touch 14 again. I think based off this, we have very key support right there. Yeah, we could end up touching 14 again. Okay, if it happens, don't be scared. Don't be scared. In fact, I'm going to be loading up on shares, and that's a very good buying opportunity in my opinion. So nothing has changed, guys. Shorts haven't covered. The falling wedge is still being respected, and AMC still looks very, very bullish for the next. I don't know how long it's going to take, actually. I don't know when we're going to break out of this trend. I'm not sure if it's going to take a few weeks, a month, a few days, a year. I don't know, guys. One thing I know is that I'm extremely, extremely, extremely bullish on AMC going forward. That's what I have for this one, guys. Nothing has changed. Don't lose faith. Remain calm, cool, and collected, and we will bounce back. I thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. AMC to the moon, and peace out.